Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a first look at Summerset, the new expansion coming out for Elder Scrolls Online. Now, before we jump into this, and we will jump into it very quickly because I want to show you guys as much gameplay as possible, just gotta say, I was recording the second episode, what was supposed to be this one right here, and my motherboard just died. It just said, hey, I've had it. Now I'm kind of done with it, so it just died, and yeah, over the past day, I have been scrambling to get it fixed, and long story short, I ended up paying like $820 to get my computer a new motherboard, a new CPU, because apparently my old motherboard was so weird and just a really odd motherboard, basically, that it would only work with that CPU would only work with that one and ones like it. And because the motherboard died, because it was such a crappy motherboard, I had to end up getting a new CPU as well. So yeah, I got a new liquid cooling system, a new CPU, and a new motherboard. Good thing is I can see the difference. The CPU is much better, and actually all of the processes on my computer are faster, and they're very noticeably faster, so that's cool. But it sucks because I recorded an episode and then it just died in the middle of it, so I have to redo it here. So you guys did miss some of this quest, but honestly you didn't miss too much. I'll catch you up. Yeah, and then when I got my computer back, which obviously it works now, I was recording a new episode and I forgot to change where the sound is coming from in the recording software. So basically I recorded half of an episode again and it wasn't recording sound. So here we are, third time's the charm. This is the second episode and we're gonna jump right into it. Now, we were doing A Tale of Two Mothers, a quest in the new Summerset expansion for I'm gonna keep saying the Shivering Isles for the Summerset, for a new quest in the expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. Anyways, let's take a look at our journal so you guys can see. A Tale of Two Mothers is what we were doing. Basically, this high elf wanted us to find her son. So a distraught mother named Lenari cannot find her son, Arethel. The youth surrendered to the authorities, saying he was part of a plot to kill a sapiarch, but he disappeared from his cell shortly thereafter. I promised Lenari I would find her son. Talarion appeared at Mother's Den with questions. Since I met him earlier, he might listen to what I have to say. The evidence I collected will prove Miralon was behind this. So basically what you guys missed, I guess we can't get like a summary of what we've done so far, but basically all you guys missed with this quest is that we went through these caves here, down here. We met the Mother of Rats. I'm not sure. I think that was in the first episode. We followed the rats and met the Mother of Rats, who pointed us out to Khajiit, who pointed us out to Miralon. And he was basically our first boss, just kind of like a little sorcerer guy. We read a note. We read some evidence that it was saying that he knew Arethel, the son, would not want to kill the sapiarch. So he was going to mind sculpt him, like basically brainwash him to do it, and luckily we stopped his plan, and now we need to return to the Mother of Rats, and Arethel should be somewhere around here. This is Talarion, who we've met before. He was the guard dude, and yeah, Arethel is there, his mother is there, and then the Mother of Rats is right there. So we need to talk to Talarion.
So, it's you. When you didn't return, I assumed you had abandoned your search. What are you doing here?
Arethel's innocent. An evil sorcerer tried to use him to kill the sapiarch, but the boy refused.
Ah, the oft-used "a wizard made me do it" defense. It's an excuse I've heard before. Many, many times. Do you have proof, or is this all fanciful conjecture?
Yeah, luckily Miralon wrote all of his plan down on paper, which a lot of villains tend to do in video games. I have proof. I found this among the captor's belongings.
It seems this Miralon played a role in a much wider conspiracy. Troubling. I will take this to my superiors. As for the boy, he can go free. For now. A word of advice. Avoid these urchins and apraxics. They are nothing but trouble.
Okay. And we're also going to be running through the skills in this episode. So as you guys can see, last time we did Daedric summoning. We basically can summon a powerful clan fear. This curses our enemies. We can summon a Twilight Matriarch, which is this thing right behind us. Looks like you guys can't see my cursor, unfortunately. We've got Hardened Ward, which gives us some protection, bound armaments, and all of these passives. So this is kind of cool, but also kind of boring, and then we can summon a Greater Storm Atronach. But now we're on Dark Magic, and I'll explain these once we get to a combat section. Okay, now let's talk to the Mother of Rats.
So, You found our lost sheep. Well done. As you can see, I sent for Arathel's mother. She won't speak to me, of course, but she seems appreciative enough. Perhaps this will be a teachable moment for the both of them. One can hope, I suppose.
What will happen to Arethel?
Difficult to say. The fact that he's been fraternizing with Apraxix won't reflect well on him. But at least you proved he's not a murderer. That's something, right? You've done far more than rescue a stray high elf, Karam. Take this, and my thanks.
Okay, I believe I said in the last episode that all of the quests and everything and the items seem to be sort of put up to level 50, you know, because everybody's going to be starting at level 50. So we have the Ratfang Dagger, increases weapon and spell critical by 2,000%. Okay, I don't think we'll actually be able to get this because our inventory is full. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, so we need to go into our inventory and drop some stuff off. Let's see. I have weapons here. Let's just, yeah, let's get rid of some of these. How do we destroy? There we go. Okay, battle axe of destruction, sure. Yeah, see, we can get anything in the PTE that we want, so this doesn't even matter. We can always just get all of these things back if we so wish. Okay, now we should be able to complete the quest.
Difficult to say.
Take notice, sewer dwellers. I know where you are. Keep your affairs in order, or our next encounter will be far less pleasant.
Thank you so much for finding Arafel. Bless you.
Oh, I think I might want to be an adventurer too.
No, you've had quite enough adventure for one lifetime.
Okay, and that solves that, ladies and gents. So we're going to go ahead and look for our next quest. I'm not exactly sure how to get out of here, in all honesty. There could be a shortcut nearby, but I think... Okay, so here we go. Let's show off these new spells that we have. So one should do like an explosive attack here, like that, as you guys can see. And then 2 is going to be our CC. I think we just used it by accident. Yeah, 2 should like keep these things trapped, although I'm not sure why it's not activating. What is 2 doing? 3 is going to heal our stamina and our health. And then 4 is going to lay down some Daedric runes that if the enemies step on, they will explode to deal some damage. 5 is going to resummon our Twilight Matriarch. That's from Conjuration, not the dark magic that we have. And then we're close to our ultimate, so we'll keep attacking these salamanders for now until our ultimate is ready to use. And this ultimate's actually really good. I'm surprised at how practical the dark magic ultimate is. So we're going to go ahead and use it now. And it's going to create basically an orb where once we're inside of it, we get a ton of resistances. It also stuns enemies for 12 seconds. Yeah, I'll show you guys what this stuff did in a second here. We need to look at our map to get out of here. So, if you guys can see, our ultimate is Suppression Field. Create a globe of magic suppression, instantly removing all enemy area of effects. Enemies within the globe are stunned for 12 seconds, and we've morphed it. The globe also damages enemies for 837 magic damage every half second. So that sounds like a really powerful ult to me. We've got Crystal Blast, conjure dark crystals to damage an enemy. We've got Shattering Prison, call Daedric Shards from the earth to immobilize enemies in front of you for 4.5 seconds, although it looked like that didn't work. We've got Rune Cage, which we're not actually using. Why aren't we using that one? Prison enemy in a sphere of dark magic, stunning them for 5 seconds. Yeah, let's switch that for the Matriarch, since we already know what the Matriarch does. And then we've got Dark Deal, heal 8,000 health and 5,000 stamina. Daedric Tomb, surprise your foes by placing 3 volatile Daedric mines at a target location. And then that is that. So eventually we'll switch to Storm Calling, hopefully in this episode, once I show you guys like those spells once more. But we have a new spell to use as well. Let's try it on this guy. Let's try number 2. It didn't work before. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see it just kind of keeps them in place for a little bit. Now we have 5 as well, which sort of traps him also. So it looks like this line of magic just gives you a lot of CC to utilize, but also that ultimate, seriously, I mean, it's much better, in my opinion, than the Storm Atronach from the Conjuration tree. Okay, let's see how we get out of here. Current location, set destination. I'm not really sure. I'm assuming that's it, so we should just exit here and then go to the right. Yeah, okay. Give me stairs to get out of here, please. That looks good. Oh, yeah, I remember this little coral crab. Oh, wow, you're pretty burly. Okay, here. Just, stay a while. All right, let's go find another quest, ladies and gents. Oh, we need to kill this thing, it looks like. Wow! This is the most powerful crab of all time. Okay, well, I'm going to use my full abilities on you then. Let's use the blast. Yeah, it doesn't deal as much damage as I would like. Let's trap him. Let's heal up a little bit. Okay, and we'll place those runes down. We can also use our ultimate, but it seems pretty silly to use an ultimate for one little crab. Okay, and back into shimmering. Now, going forward, ladies and gents, if you guys would like to see more of the Summerset Isles expansion, or I guess I should just call it the Summerset expansion for ESO, let me know in the comment section below, because this will obviously take place. This will take precedence over The Witcher 3. You know, we'll put The Witcher 3 on hold for now while we do ESO, while I'll give you guys a first look. At the time of this video going up, I believe I still have about 2 to 3 weeks of early access. So these are just first looks, you know, and I need to up the graphics as well. I've lowered them a little bit, but I've lowered them too much here. The performance is good, but I need to raise them up for the next episode, if there is another episode. But just keep in mind, if you guys do want to see more of this, let me know. But if you guys want to see more of The Witcher, let me know. We could do this for a little while. The Witcher's not done. We'll definitely return to it. But obviously, this is a unique experience, you know, and shout out to Bethesda. Thanks again for letting me play this early. So yeah, let me know whether you guys would want to see more. Anyways, let's just move on to another quest. We've got...
I'm in the field. I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
Okay, we've got Isisar here.
Comrade, it is good to see you.
The guild?
The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment?
Sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild.
Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
You mentioned a singular purpose?
Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights.
What do I get in return?
Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir.
I'm ready to join the Fighters Guild.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
Okay, so we get another skill line. I believe we got the Mages Guild skill line in the first episode. And that means that we can enter our skills, and we can go to Guild and Fighters Guild. And since we still have 236 skill points, we've got all of these active abilities, but, you know, too much of a good thing. We're going to go through the magic for this series because obviously we're a high elf sorcerer. But we can at least get the passives. Allows you to intimidate NPCs in conversation. Well, that sounds really good. So we're going to go ahead and grab all points of that. Slayer increases your weapon damage by 1%. Not really sure if that applies to staffs, but you know what? We got a lot of points. Banish the Wicked. You generate 3 ultimate when you kill an undead, Daedra, or werewolf. That's perfect for us, honestly. Skill tracker, your Fighters Guild abilities. So that's useless, but we'll grab it anyways. And then Bounty Hunter allows you to accept bounty quests from the Fighters Guild. There we go. So we've got all the passives, and we can basically, like I said, just grab everything, including these. So you can get even more, you know, I mean, there's just so many skills. You can get even more skills if you get the Mages Guild questline. And then the Sigic Order, which is the new stuff as well. If you guys do want to see more episodes of this, I will keep switching the skills around since we have so many skill points because this is the public test server. So we can go from, you know, the 3 trees of the sorcerer, we can go to the Sigic Order, we can use the Mages Guild spells, a whole bunch of different stuff. So yeah, let me know. Be sure to write a comment if you guys do want to see more, or if you want to switch to The Witcher, like I said. But we've got more time in this episode, so let's, like I said, get as much done here. I'm basically just roaming around. I think that's where we came in. And this is like the beginning area, because that should be the Mages Guild if that's true. And I guess that's the sign of it. Yeah. So let's take a look at our map. And let's let's see. Let's just go further into the city. We'll follow this road all the way up to... I hate that you guys can't see my cursor. If we do another episode, that'll be fixed in the next one. But we want to follow it up to that cathedral-looking thing in the top right of the map. So we'll just keep following this road, keeping an eye out for any side quests on our compass up above. Like I said, usually in cities, there's just so many different quests. So I'm wondering, because this is the PTS, did they just not include like a lot of the quests, and will like much more quests be included once the expansion officially launches? So that's Lenari. That's who we talked to complete her quest to find her son. And yeah, this is the cathedral I was talking about. Yeah, we're just not finding too many quests on our compass here right now. I am assuming, yeah, they're going to include more once the game officially releases. So we might actually have to explore further to find any quests, like further outside of the town's walls. But here we have the Monastery of Serene Harmony. Now, I thought you could see quests even through walls. Like, if a dude in here was going to give us a quest, I thought you could see it. But I could be wrong. So once we enter here, we may be able to find something. Monastery of Serene Harmony. Okay. Well, if anything, we'll just explore so you guys can get a clear look at Summerset, at least the visuals of it. Yeah, if there's nothing in here to get in terms of a quest, I'll probably just go around and see if we can't find one. And if not, then I'll just show you guys the countryside. Yeah, it looks like these people, I mean, it looks like they're set up to give you quests. So, I would imagine. Yeah, because seriously, if you've never played The Elder Scrolls Online, like anywhere you start, whatever town you start, it doesn't matter if you're playing Morrowind, if you're playing just the base Elder Scrolls Online, your compass is just flooded with quests. There are so many. It's just, yeah, there's little icons everywhere. Okay, so nothing in the monastery. Let's see, where haven't we been to? I mean, this is just Shimmerine. This is like one town in Summerset. So if we can take a look at like the world map, we might be able to travel somewhere with a way shrine. The land called Summerset is the birthplace of civilization. Okay, let's take a look at our map. So here's Shimmerine, and I believe we've been everywhere. We've got the Fighters Guild there, the Mages Guild. Yeah, that's a quest that we did. Anchors Away Inn, we were there. The Ruins Bazaar. Okay, so let's see. I forget how, we're going to travel to the Shimmerine Way Shrine. Yeah, you fast travel to different way shrines. So like I said in the first episode, you definitely want to grab any way shrines that you see, because that is the way that you connect everything.
Fight those monsters. The island sprung a leak. Run!
So that's our main quest that we cannot do right now. Okay, so now let's use this. So here's Shimmerine. There's the dock. Okay, so yeah, this is all Shimmerine right here. So as you can see, like I said, this is just one town. And then you can go like to all of these different places. Cloud Rest. Help Olarim take back Cloud Rest. That might be the main quest. I'm not sure. So we've got this town down here. But it looks like we actually need to travel there. Okay, we want to stick with Summerset, obviously. Well, looks like we can't... Yeah, we can go here. Let's travel here. Cloud Rest. The area of the Altmer, the city of Cloud Rest, clings to the highest slopes of the peak of Eaton Near, tallest mountain on Summerset Isle. Somehow, its thin air is as heady and bracing as chilled Nirnroot wine. Okay, so I'm not really sure what this place is going to be, but I'm sure we will get a lot of different quests. That is probably a main quest, I would imagine.
Travelers, now? Of all the times.
Okay, I really don't think we're supposed to talk to her. And this whole entire town might be war-struck or something that I don't think that we can really delve into as much. Yeah, I'm really not sure how much they've included at this in this first look, but look at that. I mean, there's just a huge town over there, but it looks like we're going to have to pass through a gate. So... let's see if we can. And let's get on our damn horse, because you cannot mount in this location. Okay, you know what? I have a strong feeling I'm not supposed to be here. I mean, I don't think it's under NDA that we can't just look at it. Huh? Yeah, I really don't think. Okay. I'm going to go exploring and see if we can't find, like, another town where we can get a quest that we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so I've traveled back to Shimmerine, and if we walk a little bit south, or I guess north, we have another quest here.
Seeking a sip of fine Russefeld Red? Headed to the famed Russefeld Winery, traveler. Well then, it seems I'm not the only one who'll be disappointed today. Old Halimorian's been offed by those wood elves. Won't be any wine tasting for a while, I'd wager.
You mean there's been a murder?
Just what I heard from one of the bailiffs. Apparently, some daffy Bosmer called the Ghost of the Green did it, but no one knows for sure. The investigation's hit a snag. Something about the rule of three. Superstitious nonsense, if you ask me.
The rule of three.
Indeed. Until they find a suitable third investigator, the Juris Reeves and Revelators are left to sit on their hands. Nonsense. Why not go lend them a hand? They'll likely just tell you to go jump into the sea, but it can't hurt to ask.
All right, I'll head to Russefield and speak to these investigators. Okay, help Lorne unmask a mysterious killer from her past. And while we do that, we'll take a look at the different, obviously Summerset so far is just beautiful. It's very bright, it's vibrant. There's a lot of flora and fauna. It's quite different from the previous expansion, Morrowind. I mean, it just looks like an elven land. You know what I mean? It looks exactly like what you might think the High Elves would be emanating from. What is that? Sijic Portal. Okay. Okay, we got a bunch of runes. And it looks like that's... Ooh, Vanis' Sash? Waste? Okay. Light, Sijic Order. Part of the Wisdom of Vanis set. Reduces the cost of roll, dodge, and sprint by 3%. Okay. So that's part of a set. Obviously, if you get all pieces of it, you'll get a whole bunch of different bonuses. Yeah, let's continue on. So yeah, like I said, in the next, if there is a next episode, if you guys do want to see more of this, we will raise up the graphics so everything doesn't look so blocky. I think my PC can handle it, although I do need a graphics card update. We'll also allow you guys to see my cursor, and we'll keep moving through the magic, we'll keep moving through, like, the skill sets, basically. We can go to the Sijic Order skill set, which is brand new to this expansion. We can go to the Mage's Guild, we can go to the final Sorcerer skill set. So definitely let me know.
We need outside
And just like that, Oriel provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reeve Tarnamir of the Divine Prosecution. Or at least I was, in the long ago. I know this is unorthodox, but perhaps you'd be interested in helping us.
What's going on?
As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. Yours, I believe.
What would I have to do?
You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects and the like. What do you say?
All right, I'll help you solve this murder.
I thank the Divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Halimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, the Ghost of the Green, that's altogether different.
Who is this Ghost of the Green?
Better to ask Lorne about it. Capturing the ghost was her obsession for a time. The fact that he's returned does not sit well with her. I can say no more. I don't want to prejudice your impressions. The Adminan should bring a fresh perspective.
Okay. So, talk to Lorne.
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already. I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be essential here. More essential than usual.
Why is that especially important now?
It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the Ghost of the Green. A killer that Soraville and I apprehended decades ago.
What about this murder reminds you of the Ghost of the Green?
The ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a fern over the body. The fern is here, but the shot was sloppy, and the arrow is of high elven make. It's odd.
What do you need me to do?
I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle. It also might be worth questioning people in town. They'll be more forthcoming with an outsider.
Okay, search the fields, optional steps, question bystanders. Well, that sounds boring, so we'll go ahead and just head to the interesting part, which is searching the fields. So how it works in Elder Scrolls Online, obviously, when you go to an area of effect that you need to search, it just, your compass turns blue, and you need to stay within the area while looking for different things. So I'm not sure how big the area is, but I believe if we look at our map, yeah, we can see. So we've got this giant area. Usually my strategy is to go straight towards the middle. And there you go. They put it literally in the middle. Okay. So we need to blow our whistle. Okay.
Another body. Delightful.
Oh dear. Blood on her hands and blouse. But no slashing wounds. This doesn't fit the pattern. The ghost always kills with a bow. This was spur of the moment. Unexpected. Maybe she fought back.
Why do you insist on puzzling these things over like an femme? You know the death memory ritual. It's a simple...
Enough, Soraville. You know that's forbidden. Admin, look around and see if you can find the source of this blood.
Look around and see if I can find the source of this blood. Well, we've got over here, search the vineyard for clues. But I'm not sure if it's related to that one. Let's, by the way, get rid of that. Okay, well, what do we have over here? And once we enter, yeah, okay, now let's take a look at where the center is. Need to keep going straight. Aha! Suspicious sack! Blood-stained sickle. This dull sickle was clearly used as a weapon. Spatters of dried blood cover the blade. Talk to Lorne. Okay. I found it first, whoever you are. Yeah, I haven't really talked too much about the MMO aspects. I guess because when I play video games, I've talked about before, I'm pretty much a lone wolf. The only person I really play with is my girlfriend. But most of the time when I'm playing video games, I just play alone, even if I'm playing an MMO. So that's part of the reason why MMOs usually aren't my thing. But yeah, there are people, obviously, all around here. They're only the people that have early access. So obviously when this game fully releases, it'll be booming.
You found something? So did I. It looks like Fariel was strangled, not stabbed. This blood must be the attacker's. A sickle? Blood on the blade. She must have used it to defend herself. Then the attacker hid it. This blood could be the key.
Can we use the blood on the sickle to find out who the killer is?
I intend to, yes. I'm a fair hand at alchemy. You'd be surprised how useful it can be in my line of work. I've caught more killers with flasks and alembics than I have with any sword. My husband used to say Sorry.
Is something wrong?
I suppose it's past time I told you. The ghost murdered 17 people before we caught him. His last victim was my husband. Soraville's wife committed suicide when she heard the news. They were having an affair, you see. It was a difficult time.
Jesus. Well, I'm sorry.
It's fine, Now you see why we needed a neutral party. Enough. Let's get back on task. I'd like you to search Halamorian's villa. It's just southwest of here. He was unpopular. If we can find out why, we might be able to establish motive.
Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this episode here. Like I said, if you guys do want to see more, we will probably be uploading 2 30-minute episodes every week until the game releases. It'd be a nice little break to switch over from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but it's entirely in your hands if you guys would rather see The Witcher after this double episode look into Summerset. Let me know as well, and basically I'll be reading through all of the comments, and whatever you guys want more, that's what I'll be sticking with. But yeah, the game should look better in the next episode, and you'll see the cursor so you can see what I'm pointing to as well. So it should be a bit of a quality of life increase, and plus we can take a look at all those skills while completing more quests. Like I said, unfortunately, the only thing I cannot show you is the main quest, as per Bethesda's wishes. But if this is the last episode, thank you guys for checking this out. And again, thanks Bethesda for letting me play this early. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.